Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Janet. This is where I talk about silk flowers and weddings. Whether you want to make some floral pieces for your big day, or your besties, or your granddaughters, I'm here to guide you step by step so you can get the flowers ready with confidence. In this video, and also the next one, I will show you how to make wrist corsages. I will show you how to make one which you could wear around your wrist with a piece of ribbon in this episode, and I will show you how to make one that works without the ribbon in the next video, so you can decide which best suits your needs and aesthetics. If you're looking for a quick tutorial which shows you how to hot glue everything, then I'm afraid this video series is not for you. For both types of wrist corsages, you will need to have basic wiring and taping skills. If you haven't already learned that, I have a video on that which you can check out by clicking the link up in the top right corner or in the description box below. Wiring and taping can be tricky at first, but they will give you the maximum control for the position of the flowers and leaves and maximize the durability of the end products. You will also be able to get more depth in your products, which is difficult to achieve by hot gluing. So without further ado, let me quickly go through the tools that you need and show you how we can make beautiful pieces by using basic wiring and taping skills. You will need some floral wires. I use the 30 gauge for wiring my flowers and leaves and the 24 gauge for the base of my corsage. You will also need some wire cutting pliers, a pair of scissors, some floral tape, and some double-sided tape. Last but not least, you will need some nice smooth ribbons. To make a modern, not your grandma's type of corsage, you will need at least 2 to 3 types of flowers, a type of filler, and a type of leaf. When picking your components, be intentional to pick flowers with different looks and pick components in various sizes to make the end product look more natural. You may also want to consider the size of the wearer and the color of her outfit. In order to save your precious time, I have already wired and taped all the components I need and heat seal the edges of all the flower petals to stop them from fraying. If you want to learn how to do that, I have a separate video on that. Again, you can find the link in the description box below. First, I start with a couple of leaves for my flowers to sit on. Then I add in some berries. Next, a blush ranunculus bud. Now it looks like a tiny boutonniere. Here comes my focal flower, the big red tea rose. Then I place a rosebud and a ranunculus to fill the space on the right to hide the mechanics. When you find it hard to pinch everything together in your fingertips, you can pick a long wire stem and wrap a couple of rounds to hold the bunch together. We have to make sure the corsage looks great from the side too. So I am adding leaves to cover up the mechanics under the tea rose. From this point onwards, I want my components to point in the opposite direction, so I'm bending the wire stems before adding them to the bunch. I'm finishing off with 2 leaves, which are essential for hiding the stems. Now I'm pretty happy with the design of the corsage, so I can get ready for taping the bunch together. I want my finished wire stem to be smooth and slim. So I take off the downward facing components first and unwrap the previously wrapped stems to avoid any lumps and bumps. Then I take some floral tape in half width to tape half of the bunch together. Then I add the other components back in and tape again. Now the whole bunch is taped together, I will trim the ends of the wires so the stem tapers to a small tip. I will cut the wires into different lengths so it will give me a nice smooth finish after taping. You don't need to chop the wires super short because we can bend the stem and hide it under the leaves later. I'm taping the whole bunch from top to bottom with floral tape in full width. Then I used a paintbrush to curl the end of the stem in, so it can be hidden underneath the leaves. Now the corsage is kind of finished, you can pin it on anywhere but your wrist. If you have enjoyed watching this video so far, please give the like button a lovely tap for me, that will mean so much to me. And if you want to watch more videos like this, click the subscribe button so you won't miss any of my future videos. Now I will show you how to make the part that allows the ribbon to weave through. Take 3 pieces of floral wire in 24 gauge and tape them together. Then fold it in half to form a U shape. Take the right side of the wire and bend it into a P shape. Do the same for the other side, but mirror the P shape. Adjust the shape so the 2 circles are more like 2 oblongs. It doesn't matter if they are not in perfect symmetry. Then tape the central bits together. And that's our finished base. Now we want to attach this base to the top bit of the corsage. You want it to be in the center so the weight is distributed evenly. I tape it on the corsage with floral tape. When I reach the pointy end, I fold my tape and go back up again, so I don't have to worry about the wires poking out. Now all the taping work is finished. You can see the mechanics looking tidy up close. Next, I will show you how to attach the ribbon to the corsage. I'm using ribbons that are 2.5 cm wide. I have a piece that's 9 cm long and another piece that's 80 cm long. First, take the short piece of ribbon and round the corners with a pair of scissors. Heat seal the edge to stop the edges from fraying. Then take the long piece of ribbon and weave it through the base under the corsage. Keep pulling to even out the tails. Next, you will need to attach that short piece of ribbon to the long piece so the base won't come in contact with the wearer's skin directly. I'm using double-sided tape for this because it's quick and cheap, and I don't have to worry about the glue showing through from the other side. That's it. Now the corsage is finished. I later found red ribbons complement the flowers better for this corsage. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Before you start designing your personal wedding flowers, there are many things that you need to consider carefully to avoid disappointment. I've made a video including all the important things that you need to know, which I've also linked down in the description box below. If you want to learn how to make a corsage that can be worn without ribbons, make sure you check out my next video. Feel free to let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions or topic requests. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.